Reduction in minimum pension payments. During the global financial crisis, the minimum pensions that you must draw were reduced by 50%. So the last I can't remember, 2 or 3 years, the amount they had to withdraw from your pension was reduced. And they're going to phase this out. So in the next financial year, they're going to reduce that to, rather than 50%, they're going to discount it by 75%. And then in the 2012-13 year, they're going to bring it back to the standard rate. It's best to be shown in a table. I think this kind of represents most logically. So this is if you've got money in super. If it's in the accumulation phase, it just continues to put money into it. But if you then move your superannuation money to pension phase, where you start drawing money out of it, it's a great thing to do because it's tax-free. You move from a 15% tax environment where you're in your accumulation phase to a tax-free environment in pension phase, but you have to withdraw a minimum amount each year. So if you're under 65 years of age, then it's 4% of the balance that you need to generally withdraw. But this financial year, 2010-11 financial year, they've reduced it by half to 2% if you're under 65, and then you can see the other rates going down this way. Next financial year, 2011-12 financial year, it's going to be 75% of the standard rate, so 3%, and these other rates down here. And then next financial year, it's going to go to the full amount again. So it means if you've got $100,000 in your super fund, as at the 1st of July, not the super fund, in your pension fund, then you need to withdraw $3,000 from your fund. That's basically how that works. Just good to be aware of. There is one interesting strategy. If you are between 55 and 59, under 60, there's a strategy that the tax office has actually given clarity on, that you can actually make withdrawals from your fund rather than have to pay pension payments, and that can actually save a few $1,000s in tax. I've done that for one of my clients. It applies to very few people. It's a narrow spectrum of people that would apply to, but in my case, it saved the client a couple of $1,000s in tax this year.